Okay, I'm going to show you very quickly today on how to use the Adobe Room to convert a recording into MP4 or FLV, and also how you can edit your recordings. So first thing to do, let's open our browser, find the Adobe site. Now, I previously logged in as Joan, so it's just recognised that fact. And the reason that I've logged in as Joan is just so that you can see exactly what a user would actually see. So this is your home screen. You will notice that the pathway to the room that you have been set up as a host or is just there. And on your left, you can see here that YLTSig webinar room and Evo are two things that Joan has been allocated previously. Now going over to seminars, this is where you can find your sessions. Now I'm going to drop today a calendar date back to February, as I know in this instance that the YLTSig webinar ran in February, and if we scroll down the screen here you can see day 1, day 2, day 3. Now clicking on one of those links and then going to recordings will give you all the recordings that took place on that day. We're just going to select one of those at random for the moment. And if we go over to actions now, you can see we've got two options, edit recording or make offline. Now the first thing I'm going to have a look at is just how to edit a recording. Just wait for it to open. Be aware this does change the original.
Working quite hard over the last few years in...
Right, just pause David right there. These little click and drags at the bottom here, you can move these to wherever you would like. This bit in the middle here, this red bit, will be the bit that it cuts. So what you have to do is watch your video, make a note of the bits that you perhaps want to cut out. It may be right at the beginning. You've messed up the start
to
of it.
move away from this idea.
And then when you've selected the bit that you want to take out of that recording, go over to the scissors here and just say cut. And we're just going to cut that. Now, if you go, oh, that's the wrong bit, literally undo. If it all goes horribly wrong, you can go back to the original. But when you're happy with your edited sections, you can click save. That will overwrite the original at that point. Okay, so that's how you edit. And you can edit several sections. It's not just one little gap there. You can start another section that you perhaps want to cut. Just close that for the moment. And then back to actions and make offline. This is where we can change it to an MP4 or an FLV recording. Again, wait for Adobe Connect to open. This will only ever be a copy and you're actually saving it to your local machine. So the original will always be there. When you are doing this, please bear in mind this warning at the bottom about disabling your screensaver and monitoring your power settings before proceeding. This is because it has to run in real time. And if your laptop runs out of charge halfway through or your screensaver pops up, you will interrupt that recording and you will end up with glitches or errors occurring within that recorded, re-recorded section. So the best thing to do is I just minimise it or I pop it at the bottom of my screen, let it do its thing, and you get a message at the end to say that the recording has happened successfully. So click next. This is where we can choose whether we're going to have an MP4 or FLV. I'm going to choose MP4 just for the sake of this one, and you can also choose your video quality. We're going to bump it up to full HD there. Just bear in mind that the better the quality, the bigger the recording. And then we're going to proceed with offline recording. We'll now ask you to give it a name, and it will ask you where to select it, where you want it saved. Okay, I'm going to say save.
We've been working quite hard over the last few years in the SIG.
Okay, that will start it, as you can hear, in real time, and you just leave it to run for however long that recording is. At the end, as I say, you will receive a little notification saying that the recording has finished, and you'll be able to go into the place where you've saved it and watch your re-recording of that. Let's close that for the moment. One last thing that I'll show you whilst we are here is how to change the access type. Now, whenever you go into recordings for the first time, you will see that they will have this padlock on them. This means that only those that have access rights to the WorldTSig or other SIG room will be able to watch that recording. Now, you want to change that to public if you want to publish that URL and be able to have all of your members being able to watch that. And it is as simple as I've just shown you, clicking on access type, so selecting the one that you want to change, clicking on access type and changing it to public. And for those that don't know, if you want to get the URL for that particular recording to publish, clicking on it and then just copying that URL will be able to give you access. Okay, I'll leave it there, but hopefully that should be now nice and easy, and you should be able to complete it.